Welcome back to the Listen Up podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick,
hi,
and Jordan.
Beep.
This week we're going to be taking a look at LSD by Labrinth, Sia, and Diplo, released in 2019, and it was picked by Jordan. Do you wanna tell us why you chose it?
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking of albums to pick, and there's a lot of rap albums I still want to do, but I still like music that's not rap. I want to say it was like pre-college. I got into rap a lot more in college, but there's still albums that I like. This was not pre-college also, but I still have like a love for like this like kind of, maybe not like super poppy music. Actually, maybe it is like poppy music, but like early 2000s. Or late 2000s, early 2010s, like radio play. I really like that kind of music. This is kind of like an homage to it, I guess. But it still has the same style. One, Sia and Labrinth have probably two of like maybe the best voices. I think that, like, honestly, they might be the artists that I listen to that have the best voices. Like, their voices are just
they're good,
incredible.
I didn't like Labrinth really holds his own compared to like everyone knows Sia can sing, but
yeah,
right.
Oh my gosh, After that album, what is it, like 1,000 Forms of Darkness or 1,000 Fears of Dark? Anyways, yeah, it's the one with Chandelier on it. She kind of established herself. Labrinth, a lot of people know about him, but he's lesser known than Sia.
See, I didn't really know about him.
Okay,
and
maybe
I definitely want to check out more of his work after this album.
He's got 20 million monthly listeners, so definitely not.
That's more renowned than I thought he would.
Yeah, he's definitely in like a lower. I think he's in a different genre than most of us maybe listen to. Also,
yeah,
but
okay,
he makes really like, I know the songs that I've listened to have been like slower songs and like not rap at all, basically just singing.
Okay, yeah, I mean I'll check out some more of his stuff.
Yeah, I picked it because like there's two songs on here that I've just listened to a lot, and maybe like one extra one, but I just think the two songs had so much potential that I thought that this could be a really good album to listen to as a whole.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean like so you said you knew a couple songs. I hadn't heard any of these before, but whenever I was like, oh, like let me like at dinner the other night, I was like, oh, let me play like the album Jordan picked this week. And Vic actually did know a few songs off of it.
Oh, interesting.
And she liked it. But I don't remember which ones they were.
Yeah, you're good. I was just curious.
I'm pretty sure it was probably Genius and Angel.
Genius.
And maybe another one.
Genius and Thunderclouds were the big ones off of here.
But I hadn't, like, none of them stood out to me as, like, songs I'd heard before.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I've heard like Sia and Diplo, and I also hadn't, at least to my knowledge, heard Labrinth. But I definitely want to like check him out because, like, overall, I mean, I like the album, like, especially for like a fresh listen. Like going into it, I was like, oh, I have no idea what this is gonna be, and it was pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised.
It's a lot more of a beat album because Diplo is the main producer.
Right, right.
Which is something
I figured that.
That's something that I like. I was like, I don't know if they'll like it or not because I know like it's definitely not EDM, but it's electronic based.
I mean,
music.
I like it. It's I like house.
Okay.
Like house and EDM music. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I think I like house music more than I do. Like electronic music in general, if that makes sense. Maybe.
Right. Yeah. No. I definitely got you on that.
Yeah. Like the more rhythmic side of electronic music, or the more pop influence side of electronic music, I like that more generally than like the experimental side of electronic music.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not out here trying to hear, all the time listen to like whatever the newest like whoever the new scene in EDM is. It's after Skrillex.
I'm not trying to
on,
but
like
fly to another I was gonna say fly to another galaxy, but honestly, like some crazy electronic music sounds like you're in another reality or like dimension.
Yeah,
like it just sounds
that granted, it has a time and a place, but like for the most part, because this is kind of reminiscent of the kind of music I would listen to on Pandora in one headphone while having my headset, my Turtle Beaches, on the other ear, playing Black Ops 2 Zombies. Like I'd be in a party chat in one ear, and then I'd be listening to like Skrillex and what's the guy who did Bass Cannon and other stuff?
I have no idea.
Flux?
Deadmau5?
Yeah, some like Porter Robinson. All of that stuff. Like I would listen to that in one ear and just be playing Knife Party. Yeah, so like this was kind of like listening to Diplo is kind of like a reminiscent of that. So yeah, I mean, like I enjoyed the album. This was kind of it harkened back to my youth.
Real quick, Nick, did you have any familiarity with the album? Before we move on,
I think I had heard you play Genius before, and that was probably I was aware of the album, and I really liked the cover art. I remember that.
Yes, I love the cover art. Yeah, it's amazing.
Both the album and all of the singles have like a really sick cover art.
Yes. I forgot they. Singles. Yeah, sorry, I forgot they did that too because
like 7 of the 10 songs got released. I
forgot to mention that. Where did you find that, Jamie, or did you just look it up?
I just when I went to the general album page on Genius, one of the like user reviews was like, this is awesome. It kind of sucks that like only 3 tracks on this album weren't released as singles. I would have liked a little bit more. And so I was like, oh dang, you do not normally see like 7 of 10 tracks get put out.
No, yeah, so it was a single at first, and I listened to Thunderclouds was the very first one I listened to as a single before they actually released the whole album. And then my friend Kira, when I was on my trip to Costa Rica, she also recommended I listen just the whole album. She also loved it, but
bitches take one trip and then actually yeah, but no, it was like it's kind of weird because most music I listen to is honestly like I listen to some stuff on my speaker at my desk.
Yeah.
But a lot of times if I'm at my desk and I'm not doing like classwork, then I'm playing like Warzone, so I don't have music playing out loud. But so a lot of the music I intake now that I'm not driving anywhere really is whenever I'm walking Leo. And so no matter what we listen to, I'm walking around listening to it. And this was kind of an interesting one to be walking around listening to like kind of house music.
I got you.
But I mean, it's good. Yeah, like I said, like I from the first listen, I was hooked.
Nice.
Yeah, I was familiar with Labrinth. I've heard some of his older stuff in singles. I can't remember how I first found him. I think he was featured on something, and I kind of checked him out because I was like, wow, he can really sing. But I have no idea when that. Like it was like a year or 2 ago. But I do remember seeing his name, and then I know he scored like the first season of Euphoria, that show on HBO.
Yeah,
and I watched that show, and he made there's a song that plays like a pivotal part in the last episode. And he made that song with Zendaya, and that song's like it's actually a pretty good song. Like apart.
Yeah, you said it to me. I haven't gotten a chance to check it out.
It's good. But the intro of it reminds me of the intro of the album, of the first song on the album, the "Welcome to the Wonderful World of," the kind of like choir. It's cool.
Okay, wait. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I think so. Have you ever heard "Jealous" by him?
I think a while back.
It's like, I'm jealous of the rain. It's like a really sad song. Anyways, this came out in 2014. I was just making sure.
Wait, is that a cover of a different song?
I don't think, but I don't know.
I'll do a little research.
Okay. But anyways, it came out in 2014. I was trying to get the dates right. I'm pretty sure I looked up after my first girlfriend broke up with me. I'm pretty sure I looked up like sad songs to listen. and I think I found Jealous.
Was that the girlfriend that Nick and I know?
Wait, what? My first girlfriend ever?
Yeah, or is that a different person?
My first girlfriend ever was sophomore year of high school. I don't think
okay.
you know
yeah,
her.
Then it wouldn't be that.
Nope.
Oh no. Sorry. If you're talking about C?
Yeah.
No. I had one that I dated like a month. Dude, I was so.
Oh, dude, this was after a month. But you did say it was your first one, so
yeah.
I think everyone's way sadder after their first one.
I was so sad. I looked up sad songs to listen to, and Jealous came up. I'm pretty sure I just like cried to this song. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I wanted to be sad, you know. So I just looked
Labrinth throwback.
up. But dude, no, Labrinth. That song is like that. I mean, that song is pretty sad, but
it has like 400 million streams.
Oh yeah. It's definitely his most popular one by far, which is probably why it made it on that list for me to see also. But yeah, it's.
Oh, it says it's used in Euphoria.
What, Jealous?
Yeah.
Oh,
interesting.
I've probably heard it then and just don't realize.
Yeah, I think I've heard it. I've heard not his version, but I've heard it on The Voice. I've heard someone cover it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was made by anyone else. So yeah.
But dude, it's a sad song. Anyway, I just thought it was funny that was my first introduction to Labrinth. Is just
right compared and then cut to like this album.
Yeah,
different, a little bit difference in tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, like, No New Friends, Mountains, and Heaven Can Wait are probably like my low point on the album.
Yeah.
But I really like, especially Welcome to the Wonderful World of, which is the intro track.
Yeah, intro so
that
good.
one is so sick. It's
which
such
part?
a good
Which part
intro.
do you like a lot, Jamie?
So I really like how it starts out.
Okay.
As like it starts off as just kind of like a, I don't know. It's like a chorale thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then when it starts to, they go into the repetitive part where I had to look up the words. I couldn't tell what they said, but if you look up the words, it's so come live your life. So come live your dreams in the simple letters LS. They say that 3 times, and then it goes into like this sick, like where it goes L S D, and it like.
All eyes on me. Let's swim down streams of ecstasy. September breeze. Our clear blue skies of poetry. 7 seas. We're floating by the palm trees. Come live your dreams in those simple letters, Alice. Those simple letters, Alice. Those simple letters, Alice.
L.S.
Pauses, but if you listen to it in stereo, it's like it throws it to each earphone with the L and the S, and then with the D is when it like there's just this crazy drop, and I love that kind of stuff.
I know.
That's like straight up from like 7th and 8th grade me listening to like house and EDM. I just, there's something that like in the human brain that's just like, this is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
And I was going to say, did you enjoy, there's a guitar riff in there too.
Yeah.
That I thought. It's so.
Yeah, dude, that song's got it all for me. I like the intro part, and then there's the bass drop, and then the beat switch, and then there's like a really sick like guitar line that goes in.
Yeah.
Oh, and then this is kind of like, we've talked about this a little before, but I always like narration on albums.
Yeah.
Like where they break the fourth wall a little bit. Or not even break the fourth wall, but like, yeah, so then the outro of that where he like says like, you know, welcome to the wonderful world of Labrinth, Sia, and Diplo.
Yeah, as far as the intro goes, I think this is like
it's
one
cool,
of the
man.
best.
That whole thing is good.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I also yeah, but I really like that one. I like the beat of "Angel in Your Eyes" at the beginning, like do 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 do,
Yeah.
like how fast it is. And then Thunderclouds and Audio are really good.
Thundercloud's maybe my favorite song, but
I think it's
a good
my
one.
favorite. I think
it's so
yeah.
good.
I really like Sia's specifically. I really like Sia's vocals at the beginning of Thunderclouds.
Me too.
It's really good. I mean, I love her voice. Like, that's after listening to this album. I listened to it like the night that the other one, like we recorded last week's.
Okay.
And then I was like, man, I just really want to listen to some Sia, and so it kind of got me back into just listening to her like This Is Sia playlist.
Yes.
She's so and the good. Ending of the first verse when there's a transition to Labyrinth's verse, that's a really cool I can't remember specifically why I wrote that down, but I'm sure that there's a reason. Yeah.
These thunderclouds, all I need is love. All I need is a word. All I need is you turn nouns into verbs. Where did love go?
Yeah, I like how they sing the same lines sometimes, so it's not like just like
yeah
the same person singing just their part. They like switch a lot.
Yeah, you mean where it's like so the way that both of the pre-courses work, it's like it's Sia and Labyrinth, and it's like where did love go, all of a sudden done, and it's like, hey, now put your hands in the air, I'm gonna go through your stuff.
Yes.
And then it's like, but there's like talking in the background, and then the next part it's Labyrinth doing the singing, and then Sia doing like the narration in the background. Is that what you mean? How they kind of trade off throughout it?
Yeah, they like switch roles basically.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, it's almost like songs, like a few songs on here. They're like, it's almost like they're duets, but it's kind of weird to think of it as a duet in this genre. But like that's kind of what it is. It's like kind of like a call and response duet kind of thing, and it works. It's executed phenomenally. Yeah, I mean, like overall, I just enjoyed most of the way through it. I was like, yeah, this is good.
I mean, their vocal performances just alone. It's like, I
it's
think that also because
powerhouse singers.
Wait, go.
But, yeah, it's two powerhouse singers.
Exactly.
And then Diplo, he can sing.
Yeah.
But he's also like, I've always really liked his beats that he makes.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
and he does a fantastic job on this too.
Yeah, I mean, like he's not used too much vocally, but like, I mean, the beats they fit so well.
Diplo is
it's a really cool project.
He's such an interesting character. Like, have you seen him?
He absolutely is.
It's been a thing for probably like a year and a half now that he dresses up like Western for music events and stuff, and wears cowboy hats and stuff. And he came out with a pop country record recently. It's called I think it's called Snake Oil, and he produced all the songs on the album, and it has a bunch of different country artists like singing different songs and stuff. But it's just he's an enigma. I think he has his most recent album is like an instrumental album that sounds like it could score a movie or something. Like it sounds very dynamic.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't kept up with him a whole lot since.
I was just
4 or 5 years
investigating
ago,
like his stuff when I was listening to this album yesterday, and I was like, this man is just all over the place. He's like, but like he dips his feet in a lot of stuff, but like he does what he's good at in a lot of different stuff.
Right. It's like, and that's kind of, I feel like as an artist, that's like it. I feel like that's how I would be if I was like talented enough to do stuff. It's like because I mean, you do one thing for long enough and you get good at it. It's like you're gonna get bored if you don't branch out.
True.
So it's like
true.
I guess you could do heroin or try a different project.
That's like I heard today. We're recording this on the day that Eddie Van Halen died.
Oh yeah,
he did. He passed away today.
And
I forgot about that.
Yeah, very sad. But someone tweeted and said that Eddie Van Halen recorded the guitar riff for "Beat It" by Michael Jackson, and like he just did it when he was like hanging out at Michael Jackson's studio, and I don't think he got any royalties from it. Like they said it was like he just made it and like did it for free and was like, yeah, here you go.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, well, and because that's how like. I mean, that's how I feel like it would be, like, hanging out with, like, friends and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
It would just be, like... It's like if someone asked me to make, like, a logo for them or something. I'd be like, yeah, Like...
Jamie, can you make a logo?
If someone was like, oh, I'll pay you. I'm like, I mean, you don't really need to do that. And if they really wanted to pay me, it'd be, like, so cheap. Because I'd be like... I mean, we're friends. It's like, I'll scratch my back, and then maybe down the road, if I need it, then you can scratch mine or not. It's just like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's one of the things I heard. He didn't take royalties, but because he was just like, I mean,
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, like I had heard that like he like kind of came up with it. Damn. Yeah, I mean, it's just because like if you only ever do one thing. It's like if you invest all of your like if your life is a pie chart and you invest 100% of it in anything, then it's just gonna get boring. Right?
Yeah, true.
So like that's I like it because that's how like side projects like this come up. It's just like you meet people and you kind of you vibe a little bit and you're like, yo, we should do something, and then like you actually collaborate and do it, and that stuff's awesome. Like And like the biggest one is honestly Run the Jewels. Like that started off as LP like he got connected with Killer Mike through like a mutual friend of theirs. He was like, hey man, check out this guy's stuff, see if you want him on your next record. And he did it, and then from there they were like, yo, let's just only work together now. And it's like, it's always cool whenever you can see like artists do that and then just like get to experience the byproduct of their friendship.
True.
I remember when I found out, like, the Traveling Wilburys?
Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah. I've heard some of their stuff.
It's like a classic rock supergroup. Like it's
that's like the is that the hang on is before I get like flamed for not getting, is that like the Bob Dylan supergroup?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking of something else.
I might miss one or two of them, but it's Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, George Harrison, Roy Orbison. There's one more person. I think maybe that's it. I said 4. It was Bob Dylan, Tom Petty.
It was 5, and Jeff Lynne.
Oh yeah, from Electric Light Orchestra. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yellow.
But yeah, they have like pretty much every song on the 2 albums that they put out as a group is just like you could hear it on the radio. They're all good. Yeah, a lot like these songs. I mean, like pretty much all these songs.
Yeah, because I mean, look at those names, like Bob Dylan, George Harrison, Jeff Lynne. Like those are all like titans of the music industry.
Yeah.
Is Jeff Lynne still alive? He's still alive, right? He's not
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only one is George Harrison alive?
No, George Harrison's dead. Okay. So I think it's Jeff Lynne and Bob Dylan are the only living ones left, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I mean, like, supergroups are just so cool to like get to experience.
I know.
But yeah, I guess getting back on track on this album.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I like the incorporation. There's so much like orchestral stuff.
Yes.
This especially in Genius.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Where like if you listen to a lot of Sia's parts in the background, if you're wearing like, you know, a good enough or listening on a good enough speaker system, and you can hear the like width of the mix, you can hear that like her vocal notes in the background. There's like strings hitting the same like notes behind that, and it's just like.
Girl, I've fallen for you. Oh my God, baby, don't you see? I got everything you need. Only a genius could love a woman like you. Oh my God, baby, don't you see?
It's one of those things that you don't realize it until you really zone in on it, but it's like, oh, that's why the sound's extra good.
Yeah.
There's so much of that. But Genius is
It starts out with those like, I don't even know if it's like violin or cello, but it's like the jun 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 jun.
Yeah, I'm not the best at identifying string instruments. If it's high pitched, it's normally a violin. If it's really low, it's normally an upright bass. And between that, it's probably a cello. That's the best that I can get.
Yeah, dude, just like the background string instrument, whatever that is, to like pace the song at the beginning, while Labrinth or Lil Wayne, whichever one, but then it like drops and then it's still in the back, but it like Diplo adds the beats and then the song starts rolling. I just think both those intros are so good.
It's awesome, man. I love any time like strings is like implemented in like music. I also really like so there's two versions of Genius. One has Lil Wayne at the beginning and one has Labrinth at the beginning. But in both of them, I really like the where the sections where it's like what you say.
Yes.
Like I love those kind of things in music where it's like the beat is separated by just like a little quip and then it's like a boom hit.
Oh my gosh. Jamie, we are on the same page for this album, dude.
And
I love that shit so much.
And I don't so personally, like I just don't like Lil Wayne. I'm never like his lyricism's fine. Like he's got some good bars and stuff, and like I like songs that have him in it, but there's not. I normally just don't listen to him. I just don't like his voice.
No, I got you. That's like, yeah. Either if you think his voice is annoying, it's so hard to listen to somebody. Like,
right, and so and
I
like
just hate country accents.
That's
why it's hard for me to listen to country music. But
yeah. And there are a few songs that I really like to have, like "No Love" by Eminem. He's half of that song.
Yeah, I got
and I still really like that song, and I know all the words to his verse on it. But like, I don't listen to his music.
No, I got you.
But I do like I still like the original of Genius on this album more. But the remix isn't bad, I don't like him, but I really like the section where he says like I'm gonna spell it out ABCDRUG HIJK and then it hits. That part is so good. Like I love that.
I know. That part. Yeah.
I don't like him, but that section right there, that's like.
Okay, we get it. You don't like him,
that's
okay?
Awesome. Yeah.
You have to preface that before every single.
Whoa. Also in Genius, there's like towards the end where it's like la da 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 da. There's like a pitch. I think it's Sia, but she's like pitch shifted up and down.
Yeah.
Sia.
I really like that part at the end of that one.
Dude, the producing was just really well on this by Diplo too.
Oh yeah, throughout.
See, the reason I found the remixed version first because that's the one with Lil Wayne. I looked at it, right? But I do like Labrinth's part a lot at the beginning, so I probably say I like them probably equally.
I gotcha.
Like,
Yeah,
I can definitely see listening to like Labrinth voice is just so nice. I literally am like, I could totally just listen to either and be happy with it.
Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, because yeah, I like if I liked Wayne's voice more, it'd probably be like a dead split, just because I like both verses.
Yeah. And he's the only person featured technically on this album, I think.
Yeah, which I thought was kind of out of left field because, as far as I know, he doesn't really like work with either of the three parties.
No.
But I was like, I mean, he's a renowned guy, so I guess
I felt like his voice fit really well with the instrumentation. Like maybe it was like
I can see that.
Like because his voice is just so, I don't know, like just the pitch, or like, I don't know enough about music to say the pitch or the key that it's in.
Yeah, but it sounds like it's pretty in line though.
Yeah, it sounds like it's in the same range as that like electronic type pop beat in the background, and I just felt like it fit really well. It's like a good puzzle piece.
It did, and his rhythm of his verse really worked into it too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's just something about his voice that
he said his love is so ambidextrous.
He did. You don't hear ambidextrous down there too much.
But I think he's just saying he likes multiple women and not that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't remember if I said it at the top or not, but so like I definitely like the first half of the album more than the last half. Specifically the last 3 tracks, but I actually really like the I think it's about like a minute 20 into its time. It like shifts a little bit, and I actually really like the last half of that song.
Won't stay where I'm not welcome. Swarms in and I have been stung. Your love washes over me like gin and lime. Your words are so cold, leave me with frostbite. Do I need truth or healing? Get up. Down your neck I'm breathing. Get up. I need to feel needed. Get up. This doesn't justify. When you don't love me, you don't love me. When you don't love me.
But between like mountains, what is it? It's mountains. Something else in there.
Yeah, I thought
Heaven Can Wait.
And it's just kind of
Nick. What?
Yeah,
Nick,
mountains, no new friends.
I was just saying the names of the 3 songs, like in the
those 3.
Yeah.
Like
I thought No New Friends was all right.
I don't
thought
hate.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, like I don't hate them. It's just like those are just kind of like you know.
Those seem
I could
like
take
the
it.
ones,
I could leave it.
Those seem like this. Like No New Friends seems like a very safe play for like radio. If like that was like
Right.
It seems like a very like not like people would love it if they heard the other songs, but like it would appeal to like, you know, just like it's very chorusy and then goes into like a beat section where just straight up it's just no words of talking, it's just the beat. And then I don't know, I remember from listening to the radio there'd be I feel like I didn't actually like those songs that much that would just have like beat interludes like in the middle, you know.
Yeah,
I don't think I really like those that much because I like singing, but like stuff like Calvin Harris or something, you know, where it's like it has a chorus at the beginning and then it just goes into like
so close to you right
now. That song's good, but do you know the style I'm talking about where it's like it's literally Calvin Harris if you know any of
right yeah, I gotcha.
It's like but
that's audio.
That's kind of what reminded
in the chorus.
This song. Wait, sorry, Nick. What?
Audio kind of has that in the chorus, I think. Like the it's not like
a little bit
in the place where you think the chorus would be. There's just kind of like like an electronic interlude.
Yeah.
I put in my notes that it sounds like a song I would hear on Need for Speed.
I gotcha.
Like,
wait, where?
You know, honestly though, I can see it.
Like, there was one specific Need for Speed game that my brother and I had on the Wii growing up. It was called Most Wanted, but it wasn't like the old Most Wanted.
Right, okay. It was like the weird port Most Wanted that they made.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was a completely new game. They just used the same name, and it was
right.
It was way more like I don't know. We don't need to talk about Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Okay.
But, but I know what you mean.
It really fits the genre of that game.
Okay.
Yeah, highly.
But I played a lot of Undercover on the Wii.
Undercover was good. It was good.
I think I had every car on that in the mobile version that they made. I had every car maxed out.
Heck yeah.
I had that CSR racing game. I don't know if you guys ever played that. But anyways.
I know what you're talking about.
What?
But,
it's like CSR racing.
Oh, yeah. The drag racing.
Yeah. I love that game. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, so that's all for me, that's all the specifics I have. I don't know about you guys.
Let me look real quick. I just remember Thunderclouds being like, just see his voice coming at the very beginning.
Yeah, it's from the start of the intro of that song all the way through her verse. It's like, I don't know what it is, but it's just really good.
I know. And then Labrinth comes up to the saying those words like you, like that coming, like him. They just back up. Yes, they just back each other up so well. In this.
Their voices work so well together. Absolutely.
It just seems like this if there was a music video to this, there might be, I don't know. But it seems like it should be just like a very colorful music video is the only way I can describe it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the intro was amazing. I did like Angel in Your Eyes a lot. The first Genius is good. And then I guess I would group them pretty similarly, like Mountains, like Heaven Can Wait, No New Friends. It's Time is a little bit more of like one of the, probably like the slowest song on here, right?
Yeah.
Like as far as just like it's not very beat heavy. It's more
it's like a ballad kind of.
Yeah. There's pretty I just click through it really quickly. It's pretty much just really light beat mixing or like beat making in the background. So it's mostly just Labrinth and Sia singing. I think that's it for me.
I gotcha.
This was a pretty quick album again. It was only 30 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, right. Like, there's only so much you can get out of.
You know how I like quick albums, boys.
It's true.
But Nick, is there anything you want to end on?
I don't think so.
You want to add?
I didn't have a ton of specific notes. This was the first straight up kind of like it wasn't like a straight up pop album, but one of the poppiest albums that I've really enjoyed in a long time.
Nice. I'm glad I picked a decent one.
Jamie and I are glad. Yeah, you've been on a streak. What? Yeah, wasn't it? Before this, it was Yay, and then before that, it was this Man on the Moon.
Man on the Moon, I think.
Yeah.
No. Igor was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Igor, and then Man on the Moon. Yeah, you've been doing. Your picks are getting good, brother.
Yeah, so next week we're going to be listening to Trap Symphony, Real Shit Only for G's, Pop That Pussy, $40 billion train wreck. So, yeah, it's his studio debut album. But
say less, bro. Say less.
Please stop talking.
Yeah. So, I guess Nick, did you say you have any more specifics?
Oh no, I'm good.
All right, I guess you guys want to go ahead and get in on the ratings.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll go first since.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll give it a solid. I'll give it a 6.5. I think.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
So just to make it known, just so I know, I wish I would have given Meet the Woo 2 a 10, but I can never go back and do that. I was just thinking about it. It just needed to be said out loud at some point during this podcast, because everything that I'm like, wow, I wonder if I could, like, this should be this. And I was just thinking about it. I was like, what I would give this album, I'm like, damn, that's really close to like what I kind of gave my upper albums, but I don't want to do that, But okay, so just need to be said out loud. I'd probably give this album a 7.
Okay. You said a 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
Got it. Then so for me, I will give it I'll also give it a 7 out of 10. I liked it. You know, it had the 3 songs really took it down for me. They were kind of a low point.
Yeah, I kind of gets tired of listening through that one part.
Yeah, but like I don't hate that part.
No, of course.
You know,
it's just like
it's just kind of like
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. So then that will bring our average to 6.83.
Let's go.
Which that brings our. Let's see, where's that put it? It is tied with Turn Blue and Mechanical Bull for. Oh god, this is I gotta figure out an automatic. There's too much here. It's like in the middle. It's in the middle of the road. I gotta write I gotta write some formulas to write like place numbers next to stuff because we now have so much that like I'm looking at 20 intros of like entries. Yeah, 19 entries where it's just like, oh.
No, I got you.
Yeah, so yeah, that brings us to the middle of the road, and then I will announce next week. We're actually we're bringing on another guest. It's not going to be Jesse again. It is going to be a good friend of mine and a friend of the podcast named David, and for his first episode, he has chosen "Living Room" by Lawrence. So we're going to be taking a look at that, and then David's going to be joining us next week. Yeah, I know that Lawrence is a band that he's liked for a while, kind of like Jesse. I knew Jesse liked OJ, so I'm sure he'll have some stuff to bring to the table. Yeah, so we're gonna have our next guest on next week, and then after that, it will be Nick's pick, I believe.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yep. All right. So, I guess we just want to talk about what we've been listening to this week, then.
For sure.
Yes.
Okay, Jordan. Since you're so emphatic, you can go first.
I feel like it hasn't changed much since last week, but I started listening to one song called "Brown Justin Bieber." It is like, I'll play it for you guys later, but it's like it's like a Latin popish kind of, where it has like the horns or trumpets you find in a lot of
have you ever heard Despacito?
Oh yeah. Dude, I don't even know if it's like Despacito. I'll play it anyways. There's this really good cover of Viva La Vida. This girl that I found on TikTok named Shalom Margaret. I don't know if you've ever seen that like girl just like singing in front of her camera. She like blew up because her voice is just amazing. But
I don't know.
Still listening to Meet the Woo 2 a lot. Found another song that I started listening to again called Sweetheart on there. So good. I tried to listen to the Carter 5 Deluxe. Again, I'm still trying to listen to it. Haven't gone through all of it yet. But then other than that, just listening to my main play. Oh, I've been listening to Entrepreneur by Pharrell Williams and Jay-Z a lot. I don't know why. I just like the chaotic energy of that song is just amazing to me. Yeah, and then other than that, just again the regulars: Pop Smoke, Fabio, Foreign, Blueface, and whatnot.
Gotcha. Nick, what about you?
Dawes, the band that I love until the end of time. They came out with the album last Friday called
Oh, really?
Yeah, Good Luck with Whatever. Very good.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Also, I was surprised that I'm not sure exactly when it came out, but Tim Heidecker of like Tim and Eric Adult Swim fame, he came out with an album called Fear of Death. That is like,
oh really?
Yeah, and I don't know if you know who Wise Blood is, but she sings like backup vocals and like takes the lead on a couple parts in the album. But that album is really good. I was like very pleasantly surprised by it. It's kind of like a chill kind of country rock. It's like southern influenced soft rock. It was very good. I really enjoyed it.
It says it hasn't come out yet.
What?
It says. Oh wait! I'm an idiot. It's October. It came out September 25th.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know what I thought the date was.
I found it like
yeah, it came out like 10, 12 days ago, something like that.
I found it like 2 or 3 days ago and listened to it, and I was like, wow, this is
I'll probably check that out.
Yeah.
What about Action Bronson's album?
I talked about that last week, but
oh shoot, never mind.
But
I did.
Yes, it is very good. Only for Dolphins is very good. I've been bumping it fairly consistently still.
Nice.
I've revisited Bandana by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. Very good. And also threw in some Brent Cobb, Drive By Truckers, and
nice.
Stevie Wonder.
You check out their new album?
Yeah. It's good.
It's pretty good.
I love the title of the final song. The KKK Stole My Baby. It's a good one.
Yeah. Their titles have always been good. No matter the song subject, the title is always funny. Well, relevant, I guess. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've been listening to this album quite a lot. Like I said, I went and checked out some more Sia. I kind of was listening to just some other stuff, trying to figure out what my next pick's gonna be. So I think I've got that. Yeah, and honestly, I've just kind of been bouncing around listening to just a bunch of daily mixes and stuff. Not really any artist I've been getting back into or anything. Yeah, so I guess if that's all you guys have got, we can go ahead and wrap her up.
Yes, sir.
I'm good with that.
All right, well then we just wanted to say thanks again for listening this week, and remember to tune in next week where we're going to be taking a look at Living Room by Lawrence, and we're going to be having our friend Davey join us. Be sure to check it out so you can kind of have your own thoughts and join in the discussion, I guess, in your head a little bit. And feel free to either leave a comment about your thoughts on this week's album on YouTube, or you can tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at ListenUpPod, and that account, as well as our personal handles, will be in the description of wherever you found this podcast. But yeah, for now, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.